Well, I guess the Sparity ship teasing in Pony Life continues. Now, in case you guys don't know what I mean, this past weekend, two new mini episodes came out. One was Ponies of the Moment and One Click Wonder, which were basically connected to each other. And in these episodes, there were several scenes that had Spike and Rarity next to each other. And what I'm talking about being next to each other is there was a moment where they were next to each other on the sitting at the table looking at their tablets, and then the next day sitting right next to each other on the floor, on seats I should say, looking at their tablets as well. And between that, during the night to day transition, they fell asleep next to each other while sitting at the table. Now, don't let your minds go into the gutter when I say that, because that basically what you're thinking did not happen. But getting to the point, the reason I bring this up is because in the recent Pony Life's Moments video uploaded by Hasbro last night on the MLP official YouTube channel, basically we see a moment with Spike and Rarity showing back up at Sugar Cube Corner, and the first thing Spike says is, "We're back from our walk." Now, what gets me is, why would Spike say, "We're back from our walk," when the last time Rarity would go on a stroll with somebody was that interpretation of Fancy Pants, and that was trying to tease a romanticness between the two, a romantic ship between the two, which did not become reality. And which is why I came out here and said, look, after what we saw in that episode, as Sparity shippers, we don't have nothing to worry about. So why would Spike, in this clip, in this upcoming episode, where basically, long story short, Fluttershy takes a potion and takes on the color scheme of Rainbow Dash to take Rainbow Dash's place in a triathlon or something like that, and the version of the Equestria Games, if you will. Why would Spike say that line? Did he just decide to go for a walk with Rarity as a friend? Maybe. Or, because we didn't see it, were the creative staffs throwing us an Easter egg, throwing us a tease that they realize and know about the Sparity ship, and that this is their way of kind of acknowledging it? It makes you wonder. Now, I know Pony Life has a lot more episodes to go, a lot more mini episodes to go in the future, so hopefully we'll get some kind of answer or acknowledgement that there is something going on between the two that's very similar to Friendship is Magic. I mean, word is going around, as I've mentioned before, that Rarity's supposed to have a crush on Spike, kind of reverse the roles. Spike still may have a crush on her. I mean, heck, the fandom.com site for Pony Life, basically in Spike's profile, describes Rarity as a love interest. Now, I understand there are some people that have come out and said that this version of Spike is not interested in Rarity the same way he was in Friendship is Magic. Now, in my opinion, that's probably just somebody that doesn't like the Sparity ship, and if you don't, that's fine, more power to you, that's your opinion. But when you have moments like this, spread out, where you have these two characters next to each other, even to the point that they fall asleep next to each other on the table in the most recent Ponies of the Moment mini episode, and then you have this in the sneak peek moments video where Spike says, "Hey, we're back from our walk." I don't know what else to say. I don't know what other explanation or evidence you need, that they're probably teasing something, but we have yet to see exactly what that's going to be until maybe later on. But it's going to be really, really interesting to see what they come up with when it comes to the Pony Life side of the Sparity ship. I know a lot of fans are happy about these moments. They're glad to see something like this occur. But how are they going to explain, possibly, if the rumors are correct, of Rarity having a crush on Spike, and Spike maybe having a secret crush on Rarity and that connecting or whatever? We'll have to wait and see. But what's interesting about this, too, is the Sparity ship is still strong in other parts of MLP media. I mean, a couple of years ago, we came the book called The Curious Case of Clarity, which was a Rarity book, focused on the Sparity ship. Well, it didn't focus on the Sparity ship, but kind of used it as to kind of enhance the story, mostly the climax of the story. And you have Rarity basically telling her apprentice in that story that Spike is her Spikey Wikey and no one else's. So that's really interesting. That's a tall tale right there. Well, that's a telltale sign in my opinion. You also have rumors going around that in the new season 10 comics, Spike still sleeps as a Rarity plush. And then you look at the sneak peek of the free comic book edition for season 10 that came out, and you have Spike all worried about Rarity because he hears from Pinkie Pie or whoever that she might be in trouble. And Spike's first instinct is to go to her aid. So whether you like it or not, or whether fans like it or not, the Sparity ship is still a major thing. It's still going strong. And if these moments, these little moments here and there in the recent episodes, are just the creative staff's way of acknowledging that, possibly leading into something down the line, maybe, then what else can you say? What other reasonings can you say that maybe it's not real or that's not the case and all that, when the evidence is right in front of you? I mean, it may not be big evidence, it may not be flirtatious evidence and all that, but what more evidence do you need not to confirm that there is something there? And at least the creative staff is acknowledging, the shipping between the two, the connection the two have with each other. I'm just saying. But let me know what you guys think, though, down below. Comment if you like. What are your thoughts on all these pairings, these little ships, these teases happening in Pony Life, especially with the more recent sneak peek of the upcoming episode? And what are your thoughts on Sparity being carried over into the other parts of MLP media, like the graphic and junior novels and even the season 10 comic? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. I am out.